Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Whittle's Cafe. My name is Sharice. Please like, subscribe, and share to my channel. I'd appreciate that. What I'm going to talk about today is Derrick Jaxn. He is a relationship expert on YouTube and Instagram. And he's built up his reputation by giving women advice on relationships. And I will link in the comments his video. He's put a video out of him and his wife, and he's apologized for cheating on his wife. He has had, it appears, different sexual encounters with different women. But this is the same person that has built his reputation on talking about other men and their infidelity. So I'm just going to bring out, this is my opinion only. And so, you know, my goal on this channel is to always help women, and it could be some men, think outside the box and become the best version of yourself. So I'm going to try and do that by breaking down some things that I've seen, you know, on YouTube and what he has alluded to in his video. He has about 750,000 followers on YouTube, and he gets about 1 million hits a month on his videos. He's apologized, and he has said that he's not a victim and he takes full responsibility. So I'm going to break this down in two parts. One, I'm going to look at him in this situation and take it at face value. This is a man who's fallen short. He's apologized for his infidelity, and him and his wife are going to make it work, and they're moving ahead. The flip side of that is I'm going to look at this as a man that's cheated, that has apologized, but has an opportunity to capitalize on his mistake. So to get into this first, when a man cheats, it's not about them. It's always about us. It's about, as women, and I'm talking heterosexual relationship, it's about what we will accept and what we will not accept. These are choices that we all have, and depending on our upbringing, our environment, we can view these choices, or we can think we don't have a choice depending on what type of environment we've come up in. And what I mean by that is, you know, a lot of times, if you grow up in a home where you were at church, you know, every Sunday, every time the doors were open, you know, you were there. You know, you have a, you know, reputation of being in church all the time. You know, a person like that may forgive someone easier than a person, say, that does not have a religious background. And it doesn't mean that they're not a Christian just because they're not sitting up in somebody's church, because religion is man-made, but a person can be spiritual and not religious. But I say all that to say a lot of that, whether you forgive a person or not, depends on what you've been brought up to believe and see and things like that. In this video, his wife wears a bonnet. I mean, like Little House on the Prairie type thing. Now, I believe she's a beautiful woman. She doesn't appear to have makeup on, but I believe she's a beautiful woman. And I believe if she made herself up, you would really see that beauty come out. But in this video, and I don't know if this video was staged, and neither do you. It could have been planned for her to come out and look the way she looks in this video. It makes it, believable. They're holding hands. They look like, they're on one accord. She forgives him. I'll leave the link and you guys can watch the video, for yourself. But just when you look at it, you can feel a certain kind of way. Like, is she being put up to this? Are these really her words? Is she looking like she's looking, for a reason? Or does she look like that all the time? I just know there are times when a man that steps out on his wife will go for a woman that does not look like his wife. And what I mean by that, the wife may have, wear no makeup, not fashionable in any kind of way. And I look at this as, men will say, oh, I want my woman to be natural. I don't like all the wigs, the weaves, the makeup, the nails. I just want my woman to be natural. But that's the same man that will look at a woman that is made up and that has the wigs and the weaves and the makeup. When they go out to cheat, it's usually a woman that's not looking like the woman they have at home. And maybe she'll do things that the woman at home does not do. Because men are visual. So if he's telling, his woman, I want you to be natural and all that, well, you couple that with this is a woman that's in church. Well, he has her totally on lockdown. He has her where she's not made up, so nobody else is looking at her. She's going to church. So this type of woman is going to be more likely to forgive because she's sitting in church every week trying to be this Christian wife. And he's out doing whatever he does. So that's my opinion. And it's, it's not to say, I can't say what's going on in their household. All I can do is look at this video. And Derrick Jaxn is an attractive man. You can tell he works out. You can tell that he can get any kind of woman that he wants. And what we as women will do is look at the woman he's with and think, now why is he with her? Who's going to look at her? Well, he already knows that. He don't want nobody looking at her. Okay? He already knows that. And if she's getting what she wants out of that relationship, she's okay with it too. So that's what we have on that. But if we have, a woman that is not aware So if she's a woman that is truly not aware, and say this is just how she looks, all the time, just plain Jane, but she's been in an environment, say, the way she was brought up, her religious upbringing, where, she's submissive, she's very subdued. And, there are women that are out there that's like that. They will just accept whatever and go with the flow. They go along to get along. There are women like that. But a woman that is aware, she stays leveled up. She makes her own money. She makes her own decisions. And not to say, when I say she makes her own decisions, I just mean this woman is independent and she's able to make a decision whether she has a husband or not. And I've learned a lot of this after I became widowed. How, there are things that, okay, I have to step up my game. I need to go back to school. I need to do this. I need to do that. So that brings a woman into awareness when she has her own money. She's capable of making decisions. She's knowledgeable, wise. She has discernment. She's leveled up. And it reminds me of this Beyonce song, Irreplaceable. It says, "You must not know about me. I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute." So as women, that's where we have to be. So we can't be Miss Homely, plain Jane, don't have our own money. So whatever situation we find ourselves in, we have to stay in that situation. No, I do not promote that on this channel. I promote women getting their act together. So when they're in a relationship, and if it's not something that they approve of, they have the means and the resources to get out. Next. That's what I promote. The second part of this is that he's cheated, but now he can capitalize on his infidelity. So Derrick Jaxn's going to be all right, no matter if he stays with this woman or not. His money will continue to roll in. Kim Kardashian, her whole family jumped on this bandwagon of wealth from her videotape. That has made that family millions. So sex and money, it goes hand in hand. It always have. And in this system of things where we live, it will always be that way. And so this is a man who sees, okay, I done screwed up. Now what? I have 750,000 followers, 1 million hits on my YouTube, and he has Instagram with just as many followers and hits. Well, guess what? He can sit back and just capitalize on all this because you call up Derrick Jaxn and it's YouTube videos up the wazoo and everybody having an opinion about what he's done. Well, that just makes him even more of a household name. So people that didn't know about him, they know about him now. You know, he has a book. His latest book is Healed Together Without Hurting Each Other. Well, there you have it. You know, he's on his way with this book because he's trying to heal. And another thing that, in my opinion, makes things complicated is when people want to bring in God and, you know, God's bringing me through it. And I mean, that just takes away, I mean, you know, to me, it confuses people because, you know, you weren't relying on God when you were out doing whatever you were doing, you know, but now you holding hands, you know, with this woman, you know, we're going to make it through, you know, and bringing God into the picture and all of that. Well, some people may go for that. That's all I have to say. The other thing you'll see on YouTube, it looks like that he and his wife are in a cult religion. So that's just a whole nother, you know, video. But, you know, the bottom line, this is his life. This is his marriage. You know, people have made him popular. People that didn't know about him, they know about him now. And I do believe, because I followed him for the past 2 years or so, he has good content. So just because he fell from grace does not mean that everything this man has written about and have spoken cannot be useful to somebody. And so I will say that. You know, but at the end of the day, people fall short. People take advantage of their shortcomings. Kim Kardashian certainly did. I mean, that's just an example. There are pastors that cheat every day, all day. They don't lose their church. You know, they a lot of times have members support them even more because they feel sorry for this man of God, you know, that he's fallen short. And so they pour more money into the church. So it always goes back to not what somebody else is doing and their infidelity. It's about what we are willing to accept and do our own research and have our truth that we go by. Because Derrick Jaxn's mouth is not a prayer book, and neither is a pastor's. So we have to know for ourselves, you know, we have to do research and find out truths for ourselves and have our spiritual foundation with God, our relationship, you know, with God, and pray for wisdom and discernment. That's where we need to be. So it's not about what somebody else is doing. It's all about what we're doing and what we're willing to take on and accept. So I hope you guys got something from this video. Again, my name is Sharice. Please like, subscribe, and share. I will link Derrick's video as well as my book, Red Flags Multiply, A Woman's 90-Day Guide to Relationship Competency. I'll link it in the description. Thanks. Bye-bye.